Letterpress is a form of printing. It's kind of the old-fashioned printing where you make a metal plate or you use metal type, and you stamp that, you ink it and stamp that into the paper. It's a much more beautiful form of printing. You get an impression, literally, into the paper, so there's a tactile aspect to the printing. People tend to, when they see a letterpress card, they want to hold it and touch it and caress it. There's something very, intuitive and human about holding that card and just feeling it. It's very different than the coldness of digital, or sometimes they call it flat printing. I left law and wearing, monkey suits every day and got to, work downtown in the heart of LA, which is where we grew up, and got to work with my dad and my brother. So I really had this sense of fraternity with them. Like here we are downtown in the gritty urban environment and trying to make things work for ourselves.
And I'm coming from Mexico, from the state of Chihuahua. Being in America, I feel so happy to have my own business. It was like a big dream for me.
After I got out of high school, and I wasn't really into school that much, I didn't really think about college, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. That's when I kind of got more serious about it, and I started to actually study, the different aspects of printing, the typefaces and layouts and composition. But I still feel like sometimes like I'm a little kid when I'm around my dad, because he always knows a little bit more than I do because of all the years of experience that he's had. He still thinks about his machine all the time. He tells me he dreams about his linotype.
When my dad was working for the original owner, it was not a letterpress business, it was a typography business. So my dad was working for the owner, and right at that time, computers were sort of replacing the old-fashioned type, and I think the owner saw the writing on the wall and basically unloaded the business.
And then I think maybe late 80s, early 90s, there was a resurgence where people started to really appreciate the fact, of what letterpress can achieve and the quality and all the, the hands-on care. And that's when I think, it really just started to catch on for us too.
I feel like I'm still in a dream. I'm just really one of the happiest people, and I have my grandchildren, and when I came here, I have nothing.